I'm seeing a love offer coming in, okay? This could be a union, a gift, could even be a proposal. Take it as it resonates. Let's see what else is coming. What else, Spirit? Depressed. You could have been very depressed or feeling like you are not getting this or seeing this. But now it's time to release the depression here, okay? Or feeling disappointed or discouraged. We are in direct now, okay? We are directly going forward. For the next 3 weeks, we're going to be direct. So I feel like things are going to start unfolding. So if you've been feeling kind of down, or you've been feeling like, hey, I've been calling this in, it's not working, and then you get discouraged, and then you just kind of like want to curl into a ball, Spirit is saying to release that, okay? Yes, it's so important to process those emotions and to feel those feelings, but know that that is not your reality state, okay? Continue to have faith and persevere forward, because you are going to run into something that is going to bring you a lot of happiness and joy, to include a love offer, right? If you already are in something, I feel like this could be like taking things to the next level. Or if you're in a connection, this could be taking things to the next level, okay? We do have fall. This is all about balance. This is all about shifting, changing, resting. I feel like you've done that. You've done the work to restore your energy here. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you so much for your beautiful messages. What messages do we have for my collective in love? If you guys are new here, please be sure to follow me. I do have my Empress Retreat coming up. It's right around the corner. The spots are filling fast. So if you'd like to participate in this amazing transformation, definitely visit the link in my description, or you can message me directly as well. Comment, let me know you're interested, and I'll send you more information. Okay, that being said, also, if you want to view this whole reading, check out my YouTube channel. If you need the link, I will send it to you as well. All right, so we have Toxic Moon, Crossroads, Make-A-Wish, okay? So I feel like this is all about, like, with the moon, this is all about illusions, okay? Or like really understanding the difference between a toxic, elusive, sort of like a facade energy, and understanding what the real deal is, okay? And knowing that you deserve the real deal, which is true love. We have Crossroads and Make-A-Wish, okay? So, you know, the thing about toxicity or experiencing previous toxic connections or trauma bonds, it teaches you so much, right? You gain so much wisdom from it, and it's something that can be very hard to escape for quite some time. You know, you kind of sit there and you in this unpredictability, in this elusiveness, and you understand, you begin to understand, you get that clarity of what's not real and what's real, right? And you're seeing this, like these connections that you may have entertained in the past that were not both reciprocal, or it wasn't like something that you could very much be. I'm hearing you were out of character a lot in the past, okay? But with the moon, I feel like this was like somebody that may have presented like these illusions to you, which I'm hearing corrupted you a little bit here. But I feel like you are coming to a crossroads and making a difficult choice. And I feel like that difficult choice is to release it and heal. Or you've been working through that, okay? You're taking a leap of faith toward somebody who is divine. Okay, divine masculine or feminine here. We have Emperor, leader, strength, okay? Somebody who is strong, who's going to make you feel safe, who's going to make you feel in alignment with who you are. And I just see you like in this state of like, I'm ready for this, okay? I've already been through the BS and I'm tired of it. So I'm ready to move toward this beautiful energy of love, true love here. But I feel like you did have to like endure this, but it's also, you're coming out better and stronger because of it. It didn't like, I'm hearing it didn't taint you, okay? Like you've learned the valuable lessons, and now it's time to like completely, entirely let go, whether it's energetically, whether it's just being intentional and saying you let go of this, because it's not for you to entertain. You've already learned those lessons. You did it round and round. You don't need to learn them. You don't need to go back to that, okay? As tempting as it can be. But I feel like you're getting to a place where you're not even tempted. You're just like, nah, it's kind of boring. It's kind of the same thing. Like, I don't need to be entertaining the pattern of my past. Like, you don't want to go back to your past. This could be inner child work that you're doing, okay? I also sense that you're putting down your foot down, or you're standing on business. You're not allowing this energy to persist, this toxicity, or to take advantage of you anymore. You're not doing that. You're not playing those games. You're grown now. You're past that. You don't have time to waste. We have abundance. You want to focus on abundance. You've got bigger fish to fry here. We do have divine intervention. I feel like Spirit is saying, like, if you weren't going to end this or you weren't going to let go, we were going to come in and do some unexpected things to bring this down so that you can align with what it is that you deserve. I think that this really woke you up to having to do some inner child work here or do some like residual stuff to break these cycles, these repeated patterns. It takes a very strong act of strength and faith to sit there and recognize your role in the dynamics or what you allowed and to give yourself grace for that. And I feel like you're really at the tail end of that. And it's been very, very hard for you to endure, but you're doing it. Okay. You're so strong. You're pushing past this because you know that you are not the cycle. You're not the patterns, and you're not here. You didn't come into this earth. You didn't come to live this life to continue to entertain them, because you're missing out on so much by staying in those repeated patterns. The lesson will repeat until it is learned. But I feel like in your situation, in this situation, my collective situation, the lesson has been learned. Okay. It's learning your value, learning your worth, healing, moving past those manipulative tactics or those people who come to out of survival to teach you how to say no and set your boundaries. Okay. You're doing an amazing job. You're doing amazing work here. Okay. This work is not for the weak-willed. And I feel like that is why you're coming into alignment with what it is that you truly deserve. Okay. We have forgiveness. I feel like there's going to be maybe a conversation that brings more forgiveness, maybe even an apology here. But I'm also hearing too little too late, because you can never win in this situation and you knew that. So even if when that does come from nostalgia, your walls are up. You're like, nope. And I feel like that's going to be like the justice here with the balance. It's going to bring karma and truth. You're pretty much done. Like, you're waiting for what's real, and you already have see through all this stuff, and you're not doing it again. Okay, is what I'm hearing. You're healing. You're choosing yourself in a situation where you weren't being chosen. Okay, divine masculine is here again. This could also be divine feminine. Take it as it resonates. You want balance. You want that real, strong influencer that's going to bring you balance and safety, protection, all the things. And I feel like justice, more balance and justice coming through here. You're surrendering to this. Okay. You're learning how to open your heart, accept the help that is coming your way. You're letting go, and you're very enlightened in this time. Okay. So you've come a long way past all this mess and madness, and you're coming to a place of balance. And that's what you're calling in love because of that. You're calling in the love that you deserve and desire because of the behaviors that you've been engaging in. Okay. So you're embarking on a new journey, and a love offer is coming in rather quickly. Okay. I feel like you're doing good loving yourself too. You're giving yourself some love. You're loving on you, which I love to see. Okay. You're very strong. I feel like there is, and because you're like evolving, there's past energies that may want to reach out or that are watching you, maybe through, other friends, social medias, things like that. But I feel like you're unfazed by that too. You're just like, whatever, let them watch. Let them watch my growth. But they cannot be a part of it, right? Like, you're detaching. Yeah, you're moving on. Oh my gosh, move on. Let go. You're letting go of this, okay? You're headed toward a happy ending. You're going toward the future. You're looking toward the future, okay? I feel like maybe you entertain, like, this was like betrayal or like a third party situation that had maybe caused this intervention, or you were just done with it, or maybe you felt like you weren't the only person that was entertaining this. Maybe there was multiple people involved. And I feel like you're coming to an understanding of, like, I do not deserve to experience this or go through this. And if there's a third party, then why am I still around trying to, like, hope and yearn for this connection that's not even serving? It's not giving. Okay. The connection is not giving is what I'm hearing. Okay. What else? Thank you so much, Spirit, for your messages. We have surrender. Spirit wants you to continue to surrender here and let go. Okay. You are definitely moving on. I feel like you're even past that. Okay. It's like you're a little bit even past this moving on phase where you're open and ready. Your heart is open for this new love to come in and approach you and give you what it is give you the treatment that you deserve. I just heard, holy cow. Okay. Pursue you, chaser. We got chaser. This is like part of your ascension. This is the clarity you're getting. I'm hearing when you withdrawed or you removed yourself, you extricated yourself from that situation. As time went on, you gained clarity from it, which gave you that sense to heal and to actually really push through. Maybe before it was a little bit more difficult or tempting to go back, but now you just like, you're like, no, that's, you know, I really like it here. How could I go back if I'm here? I'm so far up ahead and so much has happened for me that has changed me in a good way. Why would I even go back? I feel like for a lot of you, you're just like, even if I were to be alone, which you're not going to be alone, okay? Because you are going to align with someone who you are, where there is an aligned connection, okay? It's someone that is worthy of you and what you're worthy of and what you deserve, okay? And desire here. You're not going to let anything stop you. Maybe you needed to take a little bit of a break here. Yeah, you probably had to take a little bit of a break to go through this like awakening because of this betrayal that you experienced. The lies, the secrets. For some of you, it was deception. Some of you, it could have been cheating. I feel like you have such a strong heart, though. You have like such a big, beautiful heart. Like you're just like wishing them the best. You're just like, you know what? It's fine. It is what it is. It was my lesson and now I release it. Okay. Definitely let go of those resentments. You don't have to like continue to have them in your life, but you can let go. You have the strength to do that now. You really don't need to be there anymore. Like everything's already said and done. You're ready to walk away and move on and surrender to what's next. Okay. You're open to where the universe is going to take you next. So let's see what else comes through. Thank you so much, Spirit. Yeah, that's just too bad. I feel like there's somebody maybe acted out of insecurities here with the left out. And I feel like they're especially going to be feeling left out whenever you align with who you're destined to be with. We have twin flame coming through here. But we do have abandonment. Okay, so I feel like they may there could have been like this sort of like manipulation, like you left me or how could you leave me or just them feeling unworthy. That's not you though. Like I feel like this could have been like a projection onto you for quite some time where you felt like all this yucky low vibrational energy because you stayed in this. Okay. But no more. You're putting it to a stop, right? You're decording this energy. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you so much. I'm hearing when one door closes, another one opens. And then confirmation, I got soulmate. Dang! Okay. So this is your other half. We got 2 of cups. This is something that's meant to be. This could be like a power couple kind of vibes. I feel like the connection is very strong. Like you guys can overcome really just about anything. And when this does come in, it's almost like I feel like there's like silence from a previous connection because they're in denial, or maybe you were like the one that actually faced the reality of it and this person still cannot face the reality, is still in like, has like their blinds on, that really can't hold themselves accountable or take part in what has happened. So I feel like they're still stuck in that, right? And whenever you're still stuck in that, in your denial about your role or your behaviors in the dynamic, it prevents you from growing. So you don't get to grow. But as you're like flourishing and growing and healing, and then you're calling in love, or you start to like unite with your person, I feel like the denial is going to come down and they're going to be like, what the heck? And then they're going to be sad. Okay. But that's not your burden to carry anymore. Like that's on them, really. It's on that person for not choosing to heal and grow themselves and mind their business and stay in their lane, right? You are so strong here. We have water sign. You love very deeply. Divine feminine. Okay, so we have divine feminine and divine masculine out in the table, coming together here. I knew this was going to be like an amazing love reading, but I'm just like so blown away with all the information that I'm getting. But we have divine feminine now, and we had divine masculine twice. Okay, so I feel like there is like this coming together after this period of healing. I also feel like even though like you may not feel like fully healed or ready, there's really no perfect time for this to happen. It's in divine timing. It's not really our choice. So if you're like, no, wait, I'm not done yet, or what if I'm not ready? It's okay. You'll get there. Even if you're in alignment with somebody, you don't have to you don't have to fully heal to come together in union with it or align with what it is that you're calling in when it comes to love. Okay. It can just allow it to unfold and surrender to the process and trust the process is what is coming through. What is Spirit wanting to say? What is Spirit wanting to say? What else, Spirit? Thank you so much, Spirit. These cards are just flying. You are going to be victorious. You're going to overcome this. You're moving past the ego here, okay? You could have been working on journaling, reflecting. You're letting go of the games. Like, you're not letting it overpower you. We have the blame game and ego. Like, I knew I could pick up on this, like, subtle manipulation that occurred. Maybe somebody acted out of ego. And caused you or made you to blame or believe that you were to blame, okay? It's giving gaslighting. It's giving not okay. Spirit, anything else? Memories. So we do have nostalgia. So I feel like there could be somebody like reminiscing over you. I feel like, see, the thing is like when somebody has the real deal and they lose it, it's just too late, right? So like I said, it's really not on you because you're going to be with your new person here. We have together, we have, in union, okay, making it work, committed to one another. This is going to be a great connection that you're aligning with because this is more reciprocal. You're going to see like give and a take instead of like, you're the giver and then they're the taker. I feel like they're going to like flourish or pour into you just as much as you do to them. And it's not going to be like a dynamic where you're going to feel guilty or let down or there's not going to be complaints. Things like that, like childish things, right? This is a more mature, evolved connection, okay? We're doing something new now. Now, I'm not saying that this connection is going to be easy, right? Like, I know as a tarot reader, you probably want to hear that. It's going to be hard. It's going to be so hard to get like going through the adjustments and the things. But as you stick with it and you stay with it, things will start to get easier through strengthened communication and conversations. You'll be able to move through them and feeling safe doing that. Okay, you're going to move through it and feel safe enough to communicate it. Because you don't want to lose your wish fulfillment. Your wish fulfillment does not want to lose you. Okay, there's a lot of blessings in this connection. I feel like it's, I'm like, oh, hope restored. That is adorable. Let's see what else is coming through. Oh my gosh, this is going to happen fast. This is fast energy. It's coming in like, get ready to open your heart. Claim this energy because this is beautiful energy. And I feel like it's going to bring a lot of blessings and abundance your way because you did the work that you needed to do to heal. And you're still working on that inner child work so that you're not attracting this. You're not really taking it personally either. It's like, yes, people are going to come along and hurt you and cause betrayal and do that. That's the thing, or manipulate you. But I feel like you are healing to where it's not going to affect you as much because you know it's not you, or you know that it's like something that is, it's like you're not attached to it, right? Like it's unaffected, unbothered type of energy because you've healed past that. It's not triggering your childhood wounds because you've worked through them on your own. That's the beauty of inner child healing and inner child work. So definitely keep at it. And if you guys want to attend my Snakes in the Grass workshop to help you overcome manipulative energy, whether it's with a person, partner, toxic coworker, whatever, I do have it 50% off right now, and I will post it in the link in the description. So if that is something that you need as a tool to help you to continue to move forward and align with this union so you could be your best version of yourself, I have that for you, okay? So definitely check it out, and if you can't find it, let me know in the comments below and I'll send you the link, okay? So we have Not Ready in reverse. I'm going to do a few more before I finish up, but I feel like, okay, so this is the message of, yes, you were entertaining masked energy, maybe people who are fake and cause you deception, and maybe you feel like you're in a place of you're not quite ready yet, but Spirit wants you to let that go, okay? Yes, your walls are up. Yes, it's natural. It's a defense mechanism, but we have soul. So release the feeling of not being ready because it's coming, okay? You are ready, and if you're not ready yet, you're going to get ready for this to happen so that you don't miss out on this opportunity or self-sabotage or do any of that stuff. We don't want to do that stuff, right? We want to trust in the flow. We want to open our heart, and if difficult times come, you're able to have the resources you need to communicate them and navigate through it so that you can continue toward growth and learning on your soul path and soul journey of aligning with this partnership, okay? So I think that's pretty much it for today. If you guys like this reading, let me know if it resonated in the comments below. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.